handguns. Throughout history, they've been symbols of power, precision, and protection. But in the vast sea of firearms, one name has consistently stood out, creating ripples that have transformed the industry. Today, we're diving deep into a story that begins in an unlikely place, a story of innovation, resilience, and sheer genius. Welcome to the universe of Glock. Watch closely and stay sharp. At the end of this video, we'll be testing your presence of mind with a challenge, so keep those eyes peeled and ears open. To truly understand the Glock, we must first journey back to its roots, to the man whose vision would change the world of firearms forever, Gaston Glock. Born in 1929 in Vienna, Gaston Glock began his career in the metallurgy business. He was an expert in creating durable products, from curtain rods to door fittings. But it was a chance opportunity in the 1980s that would steer his life in a new direction. The Austrian military was in search of a new sidearm. Glock, despite having no experience in firearms, saw this as a challenge. He believed that with his expertise in synthetic polymers and a fresh perspective, he could bring something unique to the table. Gaston began by assembling a team, not of gun experts, but of leading professionals from various fields. Together, in his garage workshop, they brainstormed, designed, and tested. Glock's lack of preconceived notions about handguns allowed him to think outside the box. In just a few months, the first Glock was born. The Glock 17, named after its 17th patent, was a game changer. Its polymer frame, simplicity, and reliability set it apart. The Austrian military was impressed, and soon the Glock began its journey to global dominance. Gaston Glock's vision and determination had not only created a revolutionary pistol, but had also reshaped an entire industry. Today, the Glock name stands as a testament to one man's unwavering belief in innovation and excellence. Beyond its iconic design, the Glock's true beauty lies in its simplicity. With just 34 parts, it's a testament to user-friendly engineering, designed for easy disassembly and reassembly. The journey of a shot begins with the magazine, a meticulously crafted container for the bullets. Each round is loaded, one atop the other, ready for action. With a firm push, the magazine is inserted. As it reaches its final position, the magazine catch clicks into place, securing the magazine firmly within the pistol. Cocking the Glock is the next step. The slide is pulled rearward, tensioning the recoil spring. Upon release, the slide surges forward. As it does, it strips a round from the magazine and chambers it. As this happens, the barrel tilts upward slightly to ensure proper chambering. Safety is paramount. The Glock features a trigger safety, a small lever incorporated into the trigger itself. This lever must be depressed to allow the trigger to move rearward, ensuring the trigger doesn't move without a deliberate finger push. Additionally, there's the firing pin safety. This is a solid pin that blocks the firing pin from moving forward. When the trigger is pulled, this safety is disengaged, allowing the firing pin to move. The heart of the Glock's firing sequence lies in its trigger mechanism. As the trigger is pulled, the trigger bar, connected directly to the trigger, begins its journey. The trigger bar engages and pulls the firing pin backward, compressing the firing pin spring. As the trigger continues its rearward motion, the trigger bar is guided by the connector, causing it to cam downward, releasing the firing pin. With the trigger bar disengaged, the compressed firing pin spring releases its energy, propelling the firing pin forward. The firing pin makes contact with the primer, a chemically sensitive compound. Upon impact, the primer releases a small spark. This spark travels into the cartridge, reaching the gunpowder. The gunpowder, a specially formulated chemical compound, reacts to the spark by rapidly burning, creating an expanding gas. This sudden gas expansion exerts a force on the base of the bullet, propelling it forward with immense speed. As the bullet travels through the barrel, the unique polygonal rifling of the Glock's barrel imparts a spin to the bullet, stabilizing it and improving its accuracy. The force of the bullet's exit drives the slide rearward. As it moves, the barrel tilts downward. The extractor, having gripped the rim of the spent casing, holds it in place. As the slide continues its rearward motion, the ejector strikes the base of the spent casing, flinging it out of the ejection port. As the slide retreats, a distinct feature on its inner surface comes into play. This specially designed protrusion on the slide makes contact with the connector hook, pushing it inward. This precise interaction releases the trigger bar, allowing it to rise. Elevated, the trigger bar now retains the firing pin, ensuring the Glock's safety by preventing any unintentional discharges. Driven by the tension of the recoil spring, the slide moves forward. Subsequently, the magazine's internal mechanism lifts the next round into position. The slide's forward motion strips the next round from the magazine, using the slide's internal rails as connection points, and chambers it. As this happens, the barrel tilts upward slightly. When the trigger is released, the connector gracefully returns to its original position. This movement facilitates the downward path of the trigger bar, resetting the firing mechanism and priming the Glock for the subsequent shot. Before we conclude, let's touch upon the Glock's renowned safety features. We've discussed the trigger safety and the firing pin safety, but there's another crucial safety mechanism, the drop safety. The Glock's drop safety is a testament to its commitment to user safety. The trigger bar is held in place by a housing, preventing any unintentional downward movement. Only when the trigger is deliberately pulled does the housing allow the trigger bar to move downward, releasing the firing pin. This design ensures that even if the Glock is accidentally dropped, it won't fire. Another key component is the slide lock lever. Once the last round is fired and the magazine is empty, the magazine follower engages the slide lock lever, ensuring it locks the slide in its rearward position, signaling to the shooter that the firearm is empty and needs reloading. Now, for those of you who've been paying close attention, take a pause here. Can you guess how many parts make up a Glock? Comment your answer below, and let's see who's got a sharp presence of mind. This intricate ballet of metal and polymer, refined over decades, is why the Glock stands as a beacon of reliability across the globe. In a world filled with handguns, the Glock's blend of simplicity and innovation sets it apart. But with this masterpiece comes a responsibility. Glock not only provides a tool, but champions the education and training to use it responsibly. From its inception to its iconic stature today, the Glock's journey is a blend of innovation, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. If you found this deep dive informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay safe.